now on ITV1 with all the stories making the headlines this Friday.
TV.
It's the news at 10.
Look, different colour to the LG.
Boris Johnson quits as an MP after an extraordinary day of rewards and resignations. In a stinging statement tonight, he called the investigation into whether he misled Parliament over Partygate a witch hunt, intent on driving him out of the Commons, and accused Rishi Sunak's government of failing the country. It came just hours after the former Prime Minister revealed his outgoing honours list, controversially rewarding the same aides and allies implicated in the Partygate scandal.
What he's now able to do is to carry
on saying,
SPMP's got rid of me, now a committee got rid of me, if only get held on, I would have won the next election for the Tories. It's classic Boris.
One of those allies, Dean Dorries, also quit today, leaving the government facing 2 by-elections and dealing with a round that could worsen already bitter divisions within the Conservative Party. Anushka and Paul will be here to analyse a dramatic night. Also on the programme. Top secret documents in the bathroom.
Who's going on as well?
Ballroom of Donald Trump's Florida home. Staggering detail on the latest criminal charges facing the former president. How China's ambition for higher education is eliminating a new problem of youth unemployment. One more sleep for Manchester City.
Once again, just doing preview is so annoying. Always have to keep retuning it, and then it'll work, and then it'll cut out and retune it, go again. Number 1 is fine.
And crucially, he takes pot shots at the Prime Minister. But don't for a minute tonight think this is the end of Boris.
That one's on the preview, but that one's working fine. Wow. I have to retune it again.
In number 10, that included a string of senior officials who were at the centre of the Partygate scandal and left even once royal aides seething. Absent from the list was Mr Johnson's ally Nadine Dorries. She's also quit as an MP. 2 resignations, which presents a new headache for Rishi Sunak and will likely reopen divisions within the Conservative Party.
It is 9 months since Boris Johnson left Downing Street.
This is it, folks. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
And now tonight, he's leaving Parliament altogether. His resignation, and that of one of his closest allies, triggers a crisis for the current Prime Minister, who must now oversee 2 unwanted by-elections. This week, Boris Johnson received a draft report from MPs investigating whether he deliberately misled Parliament about Downing Street parties.
Still got 32
In an
inch
extraordinary 1,000-word statement, the former Prime Minister
LG shoulder and an hour putting it on.
To drive him out of Parliament.
Their
purpose from the beginning has been to find me guilty, regardless of the facts. This is the very definition of a kangaroo
These are the
court,
best sound scenes.
I'm not alone in thinking that there is a witch hunt underway to take revenge for Brexit and ultimately to reverse the 2016 referendum result. He finished by saying, "It is very sad to be leaving Parliament, at least for now, but above all, I am bewildered and appalled that I can be forced out anti-democratically by a committee chaired and managed by Harriet Harman with such egregious bias." That committee has been investigating Boris Johnson for more than a year.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
In March, he was questioned by MPs under oath about these pictures of apparent lockdown parties in Downing Street and his statement.
I've done this, but I'll have to do it again because it's pixelating. But the preview's going fine on that one.
The decision partly, I think, because he's able now to avoid a vote of censure in the Commons, which could lead to a by-election, which I suspect he thinks he may well lose. What he's now able to do is to carry on saying, pesky MPs got rid of me, now...
PG, okay.
Boris Johnson's run out of road, for the time being at least.
Does he understand? Does he approve?
All I'm going to say is that we've had a number of conversations.
Do you think he might stand down if he doesn't get through now?
Again, I literally can't comment on that.
Boris Johnson's resignation honours list did reward several loyal MPs and aides, including his former Home Secretary Priti Patel, former Minister Jacob Rees-Mogg, and his former Private Secretary Martin Reynolds, who invited hundreds of Downing Street staff to a Bring Your Own Booze lockdown party.
It doesn't matter who is in charge. The chaos and the corruption continues, the soap opera continues, that people want to have someone who is going to look after them and look after their interests.
Rishi Sunak returned from Washington today with a speech to reassure Red Wall Tory MPs. But tonight, the man who brought him into the cabinet is trying to bring him down on his way out. Harry Horton, News at 10.
It's been a fast-moving evening with a dramatic conclusion. Joining me here to try and make some sense of it all are Paul and Anushka. Thank you both for coming in. Paul, it's been about 18 months since you first broke the Partygate story. Boris Johnson has quit. Doesn't quite feel like that's the end of the matter, though.
No, and look, I think we've got to pause for a moment just to absorb the enormity of this tonight. Boris Johnson is arguably the most dominant character in British politics of our time. But the question that's repeatedly followed him around throughout his career is whether that character was flawed, more specifically whether he had a bit of an issue with the truth. I think some would argue tonight that that relationship ultimately turned toxic. Indeed, this is the third investigation into Partygate now, which has concluded that yes, he was dishonest, he did break the rules that he made as Prime Minister during the most serious time in our country's history for the last 100 years. Also, the alternative narrative tonight, though, is that we just viewing Harry's report there, adopting the kind of rhetoric that we've seen in America about a coup, a witch hunt, a plot to oust Boris Johnson.